You know that they do it. Awaits.
Welcome to MojoPlays. Today we're looking at the sexiest Assassin's Creed characters.
No, don't worry about me, Greenie. I can handle a few thugs.
This is a world where everything is permitted.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Anne Bonny, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Dear lady, what do they call you?
Anne when they're sober, a jilt when they're sauced, but never lady.
History's most notorious female pirate, Anne Bonny, sailed the high seas with her co-conspirator, Mary Read, and lover, Calico Jack. She shows up in Black Flag alongside many other infamous pirates and is immediately a cut above most of Kenway's allies, the majority of whom don't seem to have touched a bathtub since they set sail from Britain.
Captain, here's one still kicking!
She's a redhead too, if that's your type, and begins the story as a friendly Irish barmaid in Nassau, who happens to be a great singer. To this day, Bonny remains an enigma of the golden age of piracy. She disappeared from the history books in the 1720s, never to be seen again.
You'll make a fine father too.
Connor, Assassin's Creed 3.
Only tell me where to find him, and I will put a stop to this.
He definitely got a bad rap when Assassin's Creed 3 released, especially compared to the enduring charisma of Ezio. But time has been kind to Connor, and where he was once perceived as ungrateful and whiny, he's now seen as a brooding, sensitive soul who sees through the hypocrisy of America's founders.
It is not enough.
It never is.
He calls them out for advocating freedom while still keeping slaves. He's also loyal and is an assassin to the last, as well as never abandoning the Mohawk people, even when circumstance takes him far away. He's a complex guy and has always been the strong, silent type, and he did almost single-handedly win the American Revolutionary War.
I shall fly this flag to signal my success.
And I shall speak fondly of you at your funeral.
Aya, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
She may have been more influential in founding the Assassin Brotherhood, then known as the Hidden Ones, than Bayek, already involved in the Mesopotamian politics at the start of the game. Much like Bayek, she is a great warrior, and even better at working in the shadows, eventually rising through the ranks and becoming one of Cleopatra's closest confidants.
I care not who kills the priest. Let it be done before we head to Heraklion in the north.
Honestly, Aya's only downside is that she's not in the game more. We don't meet her at all until a few hours in, and studio executives still demanded she had much less screen time than her husband. There's something undeniably attractive about someone who frees Egypt from tyranny of both the pharaohs and the Romans.
I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One, known as Amunet.
Jacob Frye, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
The magic lump of hyperbolic metal. I'm shocked.
The rakish half of the Frye twins, Jacob's the chaos to Evie's order. Much as we do like Evie though, her hunt for the Shroud of Eden is much less engaging than Jacob taking the fight directly to Crawford Starrick. He's the idealist who doesn't want to wait to liberate London from the Templars, and though his methods leave much to be desired, it's this optimism that makes him hot.
No, don't worry about me, Greenie. I can handle a few thugs.
Plus, he has an almost unmatched sense of style. Where other assassins looked ridiculous and barely blended in with their surroundings, we're looking at you, Kenway. Jacob's wearing a top hat and a trench coat. Understated, but very fashionable for the 1860s. If you like sideburns, Jacob's the guy for you. And he's bisexual, so everyone has a chance. Lucy Stillman.
I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
She may not be much of a character in the first game, but that all changes when she busts Desmond out of Abstergo, right at the beginning of Assassin's Creed 2. Finally, they put Kristen Bell to good use and made Lucy one of the best characters of those first few games. And being as she's also modelled on Kristen Bell, she was always going to make this list.
You already are an assassin. You'll just be better at it.
Yes, we know Lucy's a traitor to the assassin cause and ultimately a triple agent, but doesn't that make her more exciting? And her loss at the end of Brotherhood was something the modern day storylines have never quite recovered from. They should have made her a quadruple agent.
I don't know what to do anymore. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Adewale, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
He and Edward Kenway meet while taken captive aboard a Spanish ship destined to take them to Europe, and together they're able to break out and steal a ship of their own. Adewale becomes Kenway's quartermaster, but might be a better character than Kenway himself.
Port-au-Prince. What business do Templars have there?
Originally an escaped slave from Trinidad, Adewale sees honor in piracy and uses this profession as a means to break out more slaves and captives on the high seas. Where some pirates were only in it for the money, he wants to serve a higher cause and help as many people as possible. Finally, he speaks 3 languages fluently, 2 of them Romance languages, French and Spanish.
I must devote my energy to those who struggle for freedom. I will use my conviction in my creed to defend them alongside anyone who will help me.
Elise de la Seur, Assassin's Creed Unity.
You seem to have caused quite a commotion.
Well, what can I say? You were always a bad influence.
Oh, you were a worse one.
Of all of Unity's problems, its main character wasn't the biggest, but it's still baffling that Ubisoft decided to make Arno the lead instead of his infinitely superior love interest, Elise. Arno and Elise have a Romeo and Juliet thing going on, with him a fresh recruit to the Assassins and her the daughter of the Templar Grand Master. It seems fate wants to pull them apart.
Elise,
However, complex plots and the French Revolution mean that they have to work together, and we see that Elise is just a better character. She's more nuanced, has a better backstory, and is all-round too good for Arno, and his increasingly sullen attitude. And of course, she's also French, which makes anyone sexier.
Where is Germain?
I will never talk.
Then right.
Bayek of Siwa, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Run home to your mother. Trenzera will be fine. I will take care of it.
Medjay Bayek!
Go.
Though Bayek's story is filled with tragedy, as he attempts to avenge the death of his son, it also shows what a dedicated family man he is, a quality a lot of people look for in a guy. He'll do absolutely anything for those closest to him, even if that means travelling across all of Egypt to systematically assassinate the members of a clandestine cult. You know, normal dad stuff.
Stop, Bayek!
He's got other great qualities too. As one of Egypt's few remaining Medjay, this means he's always willing to help others and Siwa's many downtrodden, fighting back against the oppressive Ptolemaic regime. He's also rocking some amazing dreadlocks at the start of the game, not to mention that beard.
Or Senu can help you find what you need.
Senu? Senu is alive.
Kassandra, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I think they mean you harm. I wish you would have told me that before they hit me. But that's beside the point.
The internet was set ablaze when Kassandra was revealed ahead of Odyssey's 2018 launch. Though her brother Alexios is easy on the eyes too, Kassandra is the canon main character and, let's face it, she has much better voice acting.
It's enough for you to know that I plan to stop men like Commander Exenor and Cleon.
Not only does Kassandra have a pet eagle, but she's also taller than most of the game's other characters. If Lady Dimitrescu has taught us anything, it's that people love tall women. As if she wasn't attractive enough, at one point she has to enter the Olympics wearing minimal clothing, potentially covered in oil to boot. Who doesn't want a mythological Greek hero to come home to? Ezio Auditore.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Give me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
You knew it was coming. No list of sexiest characters would be complete without Ezio Auditore, gaming's leading ladies' man. Ezio has no shortage of passionate love interests during his games, from Caterina Sforza to Sofia Sartor. It seems nobody can take their eyes off him, and who can blame them?
Impressive.
I'm rather fond of it myself.
we see him change from a charismatic young man to the responsible leader of Rome's assassins, until he eventually sets sail for Constantinople. By his third game, he's starting to show his age, but in a lot of ways this only makes him more attractive. Plenty of people love a silver fox after all, especially an Italian one who even turned Leonardo da Vinci's head.
Can I borrow them when you are finished?
We will work something out.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.